rifling high. It's a deep. It is out of here. 7:56. Bond stands alone.
Now Booker with Tucker on him. Throws it up for 8. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo. What a block from Giannis.
17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan open. Chicago with the lead.
Minute remaining. And they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
We're sending it in, Jerome. That's for damn sure.
Yes, 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 yes. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Tap Room Sports Podcast. I am your host, Jordan. Stacks on stacks on stacks. Last. Joined with my guy, Mr. Big Ballin' Ben Larson.
Yeah.
How we doing over there, Ben?
It was a rough day. It was a rough day.
Rough day for all Niners fans.
It was, I mean, yeah. More so for the injury.
How serious are those injuries though? Did they say? Because I mean, Debo is like walking around fine on the sideline. I don't think he's gonna be out for that long.
No, I don't think they'll be out for long. But it was enough for them to be out for both of them to be out for almost 2.5, 3 quarters. So it's huge for today. I think it's a humbling experience for today. It's it was a hell of a game. Started from the warm-ups.
Yeah.
And you take an L, but sometimes those L hurt, but you gotta learn from those L's. So
Brock Purdy takes his first loss as a starter in a full game to none other than the XFL legend PJ Walker.
No, he took his loss to the number 1 defense in the league right now, and that's what you take that L to.
You and Irv weren't trying to hear it last night.
No, because if he had his repertoire, he would have he played a shit game. But if he had his repertoire, if he had Debo, if he had CMC, they still would have won that game. They went down and they fucking drove at the end of the game to win the game, and it came down to a missed kick. 2 field goals that were missed. So you can't give Purdy, and this is the fuck Shannon Sharp, who's saying you have a trash quarterback right now. That's bullshit. He came down the line when he needed to. He drove down the field, and the kicker missed it. So
yeah, but
did he have a bad game? Yes.
Yeah.
It wasn't up to his standard, but you can take one elite offensive player going down, taking 2 elite offensive players going down, that messes with your whole system. And that is something that I don't, Trent Williams was a little banged up today.
Trent Williams
get the ball to Kittle.
Trent Williams wanted to get out of there because Myles Garrett was working his ass all fucking day.
Myles Garrett was not working his ass. Myles Garrett had a bad game today.
You gotta rewatch the game, bro.
I watched the game every single snap. Myles Garrett did not have a great game.
Dude, he was tossing Trent Williams. Just because you don't see it, dude, Myles Garrett changes the way a defense has to scheme. And honestly, that's why the Niners...
Myles Garrett had a good third quarter.
No.
That's it.
This is the whole...
That's it.
The reason why the Browns were so successful defensively is because Myles Garrett was working Trent Williams to the point where they had to double him, which was leaving the right side, which is the weakness of the Niners offensive line, and they were getting exposed, dude. Brock Purdy under pressure was not good today.
Oh, no, absolutely.
And there's a reason he was under pressure all day. Yeah. The strength of Brock Purdy is that he's able to process very quickly and get the ball out efficiently and on time. And they were disrupting the rhythm because they were getting pressure so quickly. And they were getting pressure rushing forward. It's not like they were blitzing and rushing 5 or 6 guys. They were literally just rushing forward, but they had to commit so many guys to Myles Garrett because Trent Williams couldn't take him one-on-one, that it allowed other guys one-on-one opportunities and exposed that offensive line. And if there is a weakness of the Niners, it is the right side of that offensive line. That's their only weakness. You know what I mean? Like, every team has a weakness. Some teams have multiple weaknesses. Their offense, their weakness is the right side of the offensive line. But they're able to negate that because Brock Purdy's able to get the ball out on time, and they have so many fucking weapons. So yeah, when they did lose Christian McCaffrey and they did lose Debo, that does kind of eliminate a couple weapons. But you can't sit here and use that as an excuse when the Cleveland Browns are playing with PJ fucking Walker, no Nick Chubb. They literally had to go sign Kareem Hunt off the street.
They allowed 13 points.
Bro,
13?
I don't want to hear no excuses, man.
I will take my defense. I will take my defense allowing 13 points every single fucking game, because every single fucking game that we have our offense working today, it wasn't. That's a known fact.
And that's what happens in a 17-game NFL
It didn't
season.
happen. And every single time that we do, it's going to be giving us more than 13 fucking points.
Oh, for sure.
So I will take that. But every single fucking game.
But on
that
the
my
flip side,
defense
Ben,
allowed 13.
that's how good the Browns defense is.
Absolutely. I'm not going to take anything away from the Browns defense. They are good. They are great. I wouldn't say that they're number one overall, because they would have got fucking work just like they did on the first drive if we had all of our offense.
They had CMC and Debo for 2.5 quarters.
A quarter and a half.
And they only had one successful drive.
Quarter and a half.
They had 2 successful drives, the first drive and the last drive. That was the only 2 successful drives.
They had a successful drive, but the fucking kicker missed it. So
that's what I'm saying. They had 2 successful drives. They had one in the beginning of the game where they scored a touchdown on an opening drive, and they had one at the end.
You still take a successful drive out if your kicker doesn't miss
their only other touchdown was because PJ Walker threw an interception in the fucking red zone.
Again, yeah, but we're talking there. I think it was drive number 3 where they drove down the field. They had a successful offense, 10 plays, I believe, and then they missed the fucking field goal.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a chip shot, dude. It was like a 50. It wasn't a chip shot.
47. But
no, that was the game-winning one. Was the 47. The other one he missed was like 51. Too. I think it was 51. We can look it up. We're gonna get to the Niners game later. I know I had a lot of Niners friends, because
I'm not worried about the Niners if they have their players.
Pretty much everyone I know is a Niners fan, and honestly, if you're a Niners fan, I'd be looking at this as a blessing, because the last thing you want to do is like cruise through the regular season and face no adversity, and then your first loss is like a very important playoff game. Like, it's the NFL, dude. There's a reason why it's called Any Given Sunday, because these are all good fucking teams, dude. And anybody can fucking win, and it's not easy to go on the road and win in the NFL, dude. Period.
Absolutely. And I will say this out loud too, because I have been saying for the last couple of weeks, like 17-0, 17-0, 17-0. Did I really think they were going to go 17-0? No. Did they have a chance? Yes. Would I have loved that? Yes. But there was definitely doubt. I'm going to say that out loud right now. They could have done it. Yes. But it wasn't in the cards.
Yeah. And you can't take every single game and like hold on to that thought of that team, because every week is different in the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the Bills should have lost tonight, and I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, the Bills suck because they almost lost to the Giants. Like, no, dude, that was a difficult situation, dude. They came back from Europe. They lost their starting middle linebacker. They were without 2 tight ends. They were without an offensive, like they had so many injuries, and that's part of the game. But like there was a reason.
Bills, I'm worried.
I wouldn't be. It was a tough situation. Let's before we get to that game, what are you sipping on, Ben?
I'm going with a beer from Santa Cruz. So this is about 20 minutes west from me now. So this is from Discretion Brewing Company. I have gotten a couple beers from Discretion. They're great Santa Cruz brewery. If you're ever out there, definitely go try them out. But this is a hazy IPA, and this is called Hole 27. If you're a disc golfer, you know what Hole 27 is. It's called the top of the world at De La Viega golf course or disc golf course. I have played this many a times. It is a fucking incredible hole. Even if you're a golfer, you would love this hole. You're at the top of a hill. You're shooting down probably 200, 300 feet. This is a 500 plus disc golf hole.
Nice.
And you are shooting the fucking world on this one. It's called the top of the world because you're looking at the ocean, basically.
What brewing company makes that, Ben?
Discretion.
Discretion, okay.
So it's a 6.8 hazy IPA. If anybody goes out there that's a disc golfer, use your putter. That's my that's my word of advice for this. I have toed this hole with my putter. It's beautiful. It is a beautiful. I've probably played this course 25, 30 times. If you're ever in Santa Cruz, if you're a disc golfer, go to De La Viega. It's the Nationals have been played there multiple times. It's a hell of a golf course. So it's regular golf and disc golf. So
it's crazy. This dude I went to high school with is like a nationally ranked disc golfer now.
That's awesome. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I played a few times. I never really got like heavy into it, but like when I lived in Monterey, there was a disc golf course like right next to my fucking house. So
yep,
I played a couple times with Tommy boy.
Tommy, yeah,
but
Tommy got into it a lot recently.
Yeah, so. I mean he's kind of like he's always kind of been like into it. I guess not serious into it, but yeah, when he's definitely got more into it. But yeah, man,
I've been playing this for decades. So
yeah, I remember you have your bag and shit, and that's a little too hardcore for me, Ben.
Are you sipping on anything?
I'm just sipping on a Lagunitas. Keeping it really light tonight after last night. USC made me fucking almost fucking go burn fucking my neighborhood down. So
yep,
that was that. Shree had to talk me off the fucking ledge last night. She told me, she said, "You're like all those Cowboy fans on TikTok."
Yes, you.
I was like, dude, you just don't